Okay, class, this recording is just an update for today, that is September 16. So what we have done, what is the kind of themes or actions that I would like you guys to follow at this moment, and what is coming next. This week basically we finished with the first portion of module number 2. Let me go in here to start here. Course schedule. So we finished this part. No, we mentioned we complete all the different transformations that we can apply to a function. In details, we make exercise about that in class. Also, we introduce the piecewise function, and then at the end of the week, we introduce the function composition. So we finish with basically section 6, 7, and 8 from chapter 2. And what is coming next, starting this coming week on Tuesday, we're gonna move to quadratic functions. But before getting to the quadratic functions, we need to define a new set of numbers, and those ones are the complex numbers. So we need the complex numbers to have a complete comprehension about the quadratic function. And then we are going to end this module number 2 with a subject that deals with the representation or the graphing of any quadratic function. That's what is left for this module number 2. And of course, once that we finish this module number 2, we are going to proceed with another sectional test. Also this week, we went through the first sectional test. Hopefully over this weekend, I will be able to review what you guys have done in your first sectional test, and I will do my best to update the grades for all the first module during or over this weekend. I will do my best, or at least early next week, you're gonna have all those grades. So let me just mention something about the graphing piecewise and the function composition, because I promised to you guys to complement a little bit that with videos. So going back to module number 2, you will find this video that is called piecewise function. In this video, I'm going in more details about the piecewise function. Actually, this video is a new one that I incorporate to the course, to D2L. I made this video just a few minutes ago. But if you go to this one that says Theory Lecture 2 Part 1, also that is an old video that I have from the past about the piecewise function. So you have these two videos here in which you can go there as a reference to complement what we discussed already during class. Okay, and in that way you can complement your exercise. Okay, your exercise in your homeworks. That's what I'm trying to say. For the composition graph, from the composition of function, you can go with this video of lecture 2 part 3. In this video, I details a little bit with a couple of exercises the composition of functions. So I strongly suggest to you to watch this video, at least this one and this one that is called piecewise. So that's one of the actions that I want you guys to take before next class on Tuesday. What I'm going to do on next class on Tuesday, I'm going to start with a new subject. Okay, as I mentioned here, I will introduce the complex numbers. So we're going to move basically to the second half of the module number 2 that starts with the complex numbers. So hopefully what I will do is to cover the complex numbers on Tuesday, and I will introduce the concept of the quadratic functions. You know already something about the quadratic functions because we introduced that within the list of parent functions. At least you know how a quadratic function looks like. However, on Tuesday, we are going to detail how to describe in details a quadratic function. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do between Tuesday and Thursday next week. Okay, so for sure on Tuesday I will go through complex numbers. So we'll define complex number. We are going to make a heuristic introduction about the complex number, and we're going to make exercise with the complex number. That is for sure. And then, if I have the time, I will introduce the concept of the quadratic function, and that will be complemented on Thursday, in which we're going to give a full details about the graphing of the quadratic function. In other words, how to describe a quadratic function. Okay, so that is the plan, and that's what I want to mention in this update. Okay, well, thank you, and see you next Tuesday.